Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 29th January. The journey through time of 29th January 2025, Wednesday. Today's that is 29th January, highlight in history. 1814, War of the Sixth Coalition. France defeats Russia and Prussia in the Battle of Brienne. 1819, Stamford Raffles lands on the island of Singapore. 1845, The Raven is published in the Evening Mirror in New York, the first publication with the name of the author Edgar Allan Poe. 1850, Henry Clay introduces the Compromise of 1850 to the US Congress. 1856, Queen Victoria issues a warrant under the Royal Sign Manual that establishes the Victoria Cross to recognize acts of valor by British military personnel during the Crimean War. 1861, Kansas is admitted as the 34th US state. 1863, the Bear River Massacre, a detachment of California volunteers led by Colonel Patrick Edward Connor engaged the Shoshone at Bear River, Washington Territory, killing hundreds of men, women, and children. 1886, Carl Benz patents the first successful gasoline-driven automobile. 1891, Liliuokalani is proclaimed the last monarch and only queen regnant of the Kingdom of Hawaii. 1907, Charles Curtis of Kansas becomes the first Native American US Senator. 1911, Mexican Revolution. Mexicali is captured by the Mexican Liberal Party, igniting the Magonista Rebellion of 1911. 1918, Ukrainian-Soviet War. The Bolshevik Red Army, on its way to besiege Kiev, is met by a small group of military students at the Battle of Kruty. 1918, Ukrainian-Soviet War. An armed uprising organized by the Bolsheviks in anticipation of the encroaching Red Army begins at the Kiev arsenal, which will be put down 6 days later. 1936, the first inductees into the Baseball Hall of Fame are announced. 1940, three trains on the Nishinari Line, present Sakurajima Line in Osaka, Japan, collide and explode while approaching Ajakawagachi Station. 181 people are killed. 1943, World War II. The first day of the Battle of Rennell Island, USS Chicago CA-29 is torpedoed and heavily damaged by Japanese bombers. 1944, World War II. Approximately 38 people are killed and about a dozen injured when the police village of Uniuchi, present-day Kanukai, Lithuania, is attacked by Soviet partisan units. 1944, World War II. In Bologna, Italy, the anatomical theatre of the Archiginasio is completely destroyed in an air raid. 1959, the first Melodifestivalen is held at Cirkus in Stockholm, Sweden. 1973, Egypt Air Flight 741 crashes into the Kyrenia Mountains in Cyprus, killing 37 people. 1983, Singapore cable car crash. Panamanian registered oil rig Enuitok strikes the cables of the Singapore cable car system linking the mainland and Sentosa Island, causing two cabins to fall into the water and killing 7 people and leaving 13 others trapped for hours. 1989 Cold War. Hungary establishes diplomatic relations with South Korea, making it the first Eastern Bloc nation to do so. 1991 Gulf War. The Battle of Khafji, the first major ground engagement of the war, as well as its deadliest, begins between Iraq and Saudi Arabia. 1996 President Jacques Chirac announces a definite end to French nuclear weapons testing. 2001 Thousands of student protesters in Indonesia storm parliament and demand that President Abdul Rahman Wahid resign due to alleged involvement in corruption scandals. 2002 In his State of the Union address, President George W. Bush describes regimes that sponsor terror as an axis of evil, in which he includes Iraq, Iran, and North Korea. 2005 The first direct commercial flights from mainland China from Guangzhou to Taiwan since 1949 arrived in Taipei. Shortly afterwards, a China Airlines flight lands in Beijing. 2008 An Egyptian court rules that people who do not adhere to one of the three government recognized religions, while not allowed to list any belief outside of those three, are still eligible to receive government identity documents. 2009 Governor of Illinois Red Blagojevich is removed from office following his conviction of several corruption charges, including solicitation of personal benefit in exchange for an appointment to the United States Senate as a replacement for then US President-elect Barack Obama. 2013 SCAT Airlines Flight 760 crashes near the Kazakh city of Almaty, killing 21 people. 2014 Rojava conflict. The Afrin canton declares its autonomy from the Syrian Arab Republic. 2017 A gunman opens fire at the Islamic Cultural Center of Quebec City, killing 6 and wounding 19 others in a spree shooting. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for share, like, comments, and subscribe.